Hello and welcome to Divine Light and Love Oracle with Stella. Good evening, everyone. Hope you are all having a beautiful Wednesday night. It's March 20th, 2019, and I'm going to do something a little different tonight. I'm going to be pulling the birth month card pulls, but we're going to kind of freestyle it, and I'm going to be using several different decks. And I hope that the messages will be uplifting, encouraging, and resonate with you guys. And so I'm going to start off with a blessing card from the Namaste deck from Tony Carmine Salerno, just to give us a beautiful start to our evening. And I look forward to all of you being here and the wonderful energy. Hello, I am Wada. Welcome. Good to see you. Yay. Aw. Happy Wednesday. All right. Oh, this is so pretty, you guys. A blessing from the beloved. Love unfolds your wings, and you fly high above the earth, into the realm of heaven, blessed by the light of her beautiful soul. You enter the emerald heart of the Divine Mother, which is full of eternal blessings. The world is your playground, waiting to be explored, beloved. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yes, that is a beautiful message to get the night started with. I'm so grateful. And also, I just wanted to share that Matt with King Trident's Tribe is going to be doing a live super chat Thursday tomorrow, and I want to say it's at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but please go on over to his channel, show him some love, click the like, subscribe, maybe notification bell so that you can participate in this wonderful event that he'll be hosting tomorrow. Let's show him some love and support. All right. Well, welcome in, everybody. Glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you in advance for the beautiful energy that you bring to this room. We're so humbled to have such a wonderful group of people to come in and to lend their light and their encouragement for the collective, for these messages, because it's not just for us receiving it in real time, but for people who will be coming in and watching these videos in the future. We just want to bless them with some encouragement and light during this twin flame journey. And so without further ado, we will go ahead and get started with the month of January. And Kate had an inspiration just before we got started to entitle the message Spring Cleaning, which I think is very fitting because yes, it is indeed the spring equinox. We are moving into a new season. Here where we are in California, it has been raining, and it's amazing because it's so refreshing, and we're blessed to live in an area where there's just an amazing abundance of super blooms of flowers on the hillside. And it's just absolutely glorious to be able to see all of this beautiful nature around us, and how refreshing it is to step outside and just take a deep breath and give thanks for being alive. And so, hi Vishaka, good to see you. I'm so thankful. I just, my heart is overflowing with abundance and gratitude. You know, whenever you guys show up and come into this room, we just feel so privileged and honored because we know that we're going to collectively be bringing positive light and love and good energy. And as we're getting set for our spring cleaning, both in the physical and in the spiritual realms, it's nice to be surrounded by wonderful, positive, uplifting energy, and it's truly a blessing that you guys are here. You know, we're near Temecula, California, if you're familiar with that area, out by wine country. So yes, it has been raining pretty good. It didn't really get started until like mid-afternoon today, but it's been pretty intense. I mean, thunder, lightning, and just a downpour of rain, and then it kind of lets up. Yes, but I feel like it's just, you know, Spirit is just blessing us with these beautiful rainstorms that just helps us to spiritually and physically remember it's okay to cleanse and purge and allow light to permeate every part of our being, in our lives, in our homes, in our everything. And so I feel like the decks that Spirit had me pull out tonight are just really perfect for what our goal is, which is to really connect to ourselves, to be mindful of this self-mastery part of the twin flame journey, to be encouraged, to be uplifted, and to be a collective that we are not just sitting back waiting for life to happen to us. We are co-creating and working together as a unit, as well as individuals, to help build up the collective and build up the confidence and empowerment and encouragement and inspiration in each and every one of us. And that's something that we all have the capacity to do, is to encourage each other. And so again, I just want to say before I get started on the month of January, it is encouraging to have you all here. So please interact in the chat. Please be kind to each other, be supportive of each other. If something jumps out at you that you see in one of the cards that resonates with you, share it in the chat. It's always appreciated and encouraged. Like I said, we are collaborators here in this room. And it's a blessing that we can share and be together on this beautiful evening. And just thank you so much. And again, if a message is for a specific birth month, but it resonates with you, please take that message into consideration and know that it very well could be for you, and just receive it. All right, so namaste. Here we go, everybody. So for January, I felt called to pull from the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle deck. So we're going to just focus the energy for a beautiful message from this deck. Whether it resonates for January babes or for the collective, we're just appreciative that we have our angels and spirit guides, source, to support us through this evening. And I'm just very grateful that we're all here. All right, here we go. I love it. Paint their homes and just, you know, add some newness to your space. And I just want to encourage you that this is all part of the grand plan that Source Universe has for us, is to evolve and grow and glow up. And as you can see, we have a beautiful feminine on the card, and her eyes are closed and she's just chilling. You've got this fire and you've got this water element kind of going on around her, and she's just in her zone. And I hope that from our last message where we were talking about be your own kind of beautiful, that this really connects for you, that it's okay to be yourself in this journey. Be who you are, because as weird as you think you are actually pretty cool and amazing. All right, so here's the quote that goes with this card. It says, "The only people for me are the mad ones, the ones who are mad to live, mad to talk, mad to be saved, desirous of everything at the same time, the ones who never yawn or say a commonplace thing, but burn, burn, burn like fabulous yellow Roman candles exploding like spiders across the stars." And that's by Jack Kerouac. That is beautiful. It is like that Katy Perry song, "Fireworks, let your colors burn," and just rise up. It's okay to be you. You are amazing just the way you are. So the message is this: you've had a golden experience, one which seems impossible to describe. Yet be reminded of the biblical phrase, "To the one in whom much has been given, much is expected." It is your sacred duty to find the words, or at least the symbols, and courage to express them to your tribe and parts of yourself. Ooh, sorry guys. Guess we lost our gimbal went wonky there for a minute. All right. And it says, "If you are called strange or odd behind your back, then so be it." Wow. Weird is a mantle to wear proudly, because in being true to yourself, you might inspire someone else to be more of themselves. When you peer outside the confines of the ordinary world, you encourage others to recognize there is joy in being themselves. The word weird comes from the Old English word, which means fate, chance, fortune, destiny, and the one who stands in both worlds. Be emboldened. Be your weird self, for it is the weird ones who bring forth noteworthy contributions. And the mantra is, I validate my uniqueness as soul gold. As I share, the treasure is multiplied. Wow, you guys, that is amazing. I love it. Beautiful. So if you have been struggling with, sorry guys, I'm going to try to get our gimbal working up again. If you've been struggling with feeling that you're out of place, maybe feeling a little odd, a little different at times, it's okay. You are exactly who you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to be, and doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's all good. Don't ever put yourself down or think that your brand of whatever is crazy town. It's not. You are unique and special and wonderful, and you're amazing just the way you are. And so that concludes our January message, but just know that no matter what happens, even in this journey, don't change yourself for anybody. Be who you are. Know that you are incredible, you're amazing, and there is no one else just like you. All right. So wow, so we got started, y'all, with like a crazy technical difficulty here, but you know what? You know how we roll. We just thug it out, guys. We don't let one monkey stop the show, right? So, all right. So you're going to see all kinds of crazy movement here because I'm not sure why the gimbal decided to go crazy town, but I'm going to try to fix it. So just bear with me, you guys. Give me a second. Let's see if it'll realign here. All right. It might have just realigned. All right. Well, if it goes wackadoodle again, you guys know I'm doing my best. We will thug it out and work it out. All right. So, hope everybody's doing great tonight. It's good to see you guys here. I know. I'm like, come on, camera. Don't do me like that. It's a beautiful night. I feel good energy. I feel positive, and I'm so humbled and grateful that we're all here together. So we just have faith that it's going to be an amazing night. All right, so we're going to use the Reawakening the Soul deck for our February babes, and hopefully we will receive an encouraging, uplifting message that is going to just empower and inspire each and every one of us. Oh my gosh, you guys, and I love these cards. They're so pretty. Look at the back side. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. We are all diamonds. We sure are. We are brilliant, you guys. All right, a message for those in February. All right. Ooh, these colors are glorious. Look at those reds and purples. And the card we got is forgiveness. That is a big deal because along this journey, we are going to have to embrace forgiveness, not just for others, but for ourselves. Sometimes we get a little frustrated because we feel like we invested too much time into a situation that didn't go in the direction we had hoped or planned. And so we have to clear that energy out, do that spiritual house cleaning, spring cleaning, and just go ahead and marinate on forgiveness. So the card says this: feel the soul's wisdom through the heart of compassion. Real happiness can stand the challenge of all outer circumstances. When you can bear the crucifixions of others' wrongs against you and still return love and forgiveness, and when you can keep that divine inner peace intact despite all painful thrusts of outer circumstance, then you shall know happiness. And that's from Yogananda. It's a beautiful quote. So the message is this. It says, forgiveness is an act in the heart. It is a movement to let go of pain, resentment, or outrage. Remove any negative emotions from your heart and mind. Release yourself from the sorrows of the past, as these perceptions are burdens to your soul. Engage in the act of forgiving and keep your sympathetic heart pure. This is one of the greatest gifts of spiritual life. We've all been wronged, and we've all caused suffering to others. The unconscious transgressions you commit or the displeasing things that happen to you do not matter. It is what, it is what you become as a result of these experiences that is important. God forgives you constantly for misguided thoughts and actions. Being a child of God, you're asked to forgive in the same exact way. It is your earthly duty here. If you feel you're unable to behave in this way, know that you are only hurting yourself. You will stop the natural current of love from flowing into your essence. I'm going to repeat that because that is huge, you guys. If you are not able or haven't felt like you were able to let go and forgive, you're only hurting yourself. And as a result, the consequence is that you will stop the natural current of love from flowing into your essence. Now is the time to cleanse your heart, release any pain and replace it with love. You will smile as divine gifts of peace come pouring into your presence. Free yourself once and for all. And so I just want to take a moment because our affirmation is pretty straightforward. It says, I now forgive everyone and myself. I am free. But what I would like to encourage each of us to do right now is to just take a moment, because as we're on this twin flame journey, I know many of us have experienced the ups and downs, the hurts in this journey that has triggered unforgiveness at times or hurt that we've held on to. But as the card mentioned, if we do not release it, it will block the current, the natural current of love from flowing into our essence. So I'd ask all of you to just take a moment right now and just be conscious and place your hand over your heart and just take a moment and close your eyes and just search yourself for a moment and think if there is anyone that you have not forgiven for any reason, including yourself. And just take a moment, and as I read these words, just let it soak in and connect with you. I now forgive everyone and myself. I am free. And as a result of you doing this and allowing that healing to resonate within your body, your mind, your spirit, and your soul, you have now done what Rumi has mentioned, which is taking down any barriers to giving and receiving love. And it starts in this space of forgiveness. And so I just want to encourage each and every one of us to stay in that space of forgiveness. Stay in that space of love and flood your heart, your mind, your body, your soul with nothing but loving thoughts, so that you are vibrating at the highest frequency of all, which is love and compassion, which is what you will attract into your life. Excuse me. And welcome. Hello, darling DJ. Welcome. Hugs, kisses. I am Wada. I see you. Vishaka, I see you. Welcome, everybody. It's a blessing. It is so good for us to take this time for healing, you guys. It's time to resonate with a fresh, new perspective of how we operate in our everyday lives. We don't have to be the executioner, the judge, and the jury holding people in little prison cells in our minds ever again. We can release them with love and light, knowing that in doing so, we are raising our vibration and the vibration of the collective. And so it's super important that we absolutely commit to this act and labor of love so that we can not only help ourselves, but help others. And so thank you for taking a moment to engage in that group healing right now, because I know that it's not just for ourselves, it's definitely for others. All right. You guys, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so for our March babes, I feel this is the deck we're going to pull from. And again, if the message resonates with you, we're just going to roll with it and receive it. Look at the front of these cards, you guys. The butterfly is amazing. So as I was telling you earlier about nature just kind of going buck wild where we live, we have had a monarch migration as well. So it has been a flood of beautiful butterflies coming from all over the place. Whether you're walking, driving, or just sitting down, butterflies are all around us. And it's just this metamorphosis, this transformation that we are also moving in our journey to the next destination, to the next level. All right, so here we are for March. Yes, all right. I know, you guys, these cards and these butterflies, it's just, we are in a transformative space right now. We are creating our reality in real time. And so it's important that we take the time to stay in forgiveness, to stay in light, to do service. I mean, this room, I feel like we are doing a community service of light for the collective and for ourselves by showing up. And I thank you, because I know I didn't even announce that we're going to be here tonight, but thank you so much for being here, because we are bringing the heat, y'all. We are bringing the heat. All right. Oh my gosh. Wow. Ooey, ooey, ooey. Return to silence. Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and look what this card is saying from within the book, and then we'll just kind of expand on it. And if you see anything in the cards that resonates and you want to share it, please feel free to do so. You are safe to do so. You're welcome here, and it is truly a blessing to have all of our spiritual insights illuminated as we're here together. Okay, it says this card is shown up in your reading to remind you that the true essence of life exists not in the external world, but within. If there is confusion or trouble in your life at this time, remember the clarity you seek will not be found in the outside world. Confusion is a result of scattered energy, the constant thoughts that you emanate as you struggle to find answers. Return to the peace and the tranquility that exists deep in your heart and soul, and all will seem clearer. The harder you struggle, the more confused you will feel, and life is not meant to be a struggle. So stop getting caught up in external events and start listening to your inner voice. Meditate, and you will discover a great sense of peace. The clarity you seek is already within you. That is beautiful, you guys. This is our call to return to that highly intuitive state that we all had prior to experiencing insecurities, doubts, programming, conditioning from external sources. Return to that place of calm, silence, of knowing. Do you guys know what I mean? How sometimes you can go someplace and you just have a knowing. Whether it's you know something is about to happen, you know someone you know is about to step into the room. You know, it's a knowing. I call it knowing in your knower. When you know in your knower, that's the place you need to return to, because your intuition, your inner voice was given to you by source, and it's pure, it's clean, and it's accurate. And many times what people call, you know, their gut instincts, we turn off that. It's kind of like on your phone when you turn off the location tab. You know, your knowing, your intuition, your gut is your internal GPS. And many times when we shut that voice off, when we shut it down, we are putting ourselves many times in danger or compromised positions. That inner guide was given to us to help us. And so we're being called through this message, through this card, to return to silence. Many of us have confidants, people that we go to for wisdom, advice, and share our things with. But I feel like this card is saying it's time to kind of shut that part down for a minute. You might have to do a brownout with certain people in your lives and listen to yourself. You really don't need people to co-sign what you know. Do you guys know what I'm saying? You don't need someone to co-sign what you know. So you can trust yourself if you return to the silence and come to the understanding that yourself, your gut, your instincts, your intuition is accurate. And that requires you to be quiet, to use discernment, to observe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you perceive someone to be your twin, okay, observe them. Observe things. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to what they're saying, what they're not saying. Pay attention to what your gut says. Do not override what your gut is telling you, because your gut is there to protect you. And remember, if you perceive something as a rejection, that was a protection, because what is for you will never pass you by. Return to the silence and trust that you are protected and that the universe has your back. All right. Woo, Spirit got a little spicy on that one. I hope you guys received that. Yes. Thank you, I am Wada. That's what I'm talking about. We are trying to be conscious beings, and we have to practice mindfulness, you know? That's why I joke and say it's like, you know, don't be like that Miley Cyrus song where you come in like a wrecking ball. It's time to be conscious and focused and aware of what's going on. And sometimes that's going to require silence. And that silence is for our greatest and highest good. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Here we go. We are in the month of April, and we're going to pull from the Mystical Wisdom card deck. And again, I'm telling you, when I start heating up, I know the energy in this room is so powerful, because everyone who's here, we're all trying to grow up and glow up, and we're just, whoop, the card flipped right over, y'all. Good gravy. You can't make this up. Let me finish what I was saying, but good night, Irene. It's a blessing to be with all of you. Every single person in here, thank you so much. Your energy, your light, and your commitment to excellence within yourself is a blessing, and it just helps make our collective room tonight, the collaboration, that much more sweeter. So, good gravy. Look at what the card says. Follow your intuition. And when I tell you the card literally flipped over, it flipped over. And of course, it's the owl, yes. And we know owls are associated with wisdom, and we just talked about using good discernment and wisdom, paying attention. And also, you know, owls do make noise every now and then. Ooh, ooh. Who are you? Ooh, 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 ooh. Who are you? Who are you? Do you know who you are? Oh my gosh, I had a Black Panther moment, you guys. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Know who you are. Follow your intuition. You're being divinely guided to your destiny. This is the time of spring where things are renewed and fresh. So are you. As above, so below. Get excited and know that as you follow your intuition, as you refresh yourself and prepare for this new season in your life, the universe has your back. You will not be let down. You will be absolutely surprised by some of the most amazing things that Source and Spirit have in store for you if you embrace this season and follow your intuition. And so the card says this: you hold within you some of the qualities and traits of the owl. You may have fine-tuned your intuitive abilities, that sense of inner knowing, or you may have become strong-willed, perceptive, and wise. Learn from the silence of the owl spirit. Good gravy, you guys. We cannot make this up. What did we just talk about with the silence? OMG. Anyway, it says, the owl spirit offers lessons of stealth and poise in our everyday lives. If you are about to take on a new business venture or let go of some parts of your life that are no longer relevant, it is important that you become more observant. You cannot fool the owl, as he is aware of his surroundings at all times. With this message, you can follow your goals to prosperity and heed these qualities to live the life of your dreams. And the mantra is this: I am wise and intuitive, and I follow my inner wisdom to prosperity. Drops the mic, you guys. Seriously, we're being called to step up and step into our purpose. We're being called to be awake and aware and conscious and mindful and have that silence of the owl where we are observant and keen on everything. There's nothing fugazi that gets past the owl, because the owl uses that distinct wisdom that comes from deep within. Be the owl. Sometimes, in fact, as I'm looking at this, and it's so great that every time we're here together and these cards come up, something new is revealed. So from up here, the owl vantage point may mean step back, just like the other card talked about silence. And we said sometimes you have to step back from people, situations, step back and get into a different vantage point. You're going to see something different than if you were here on the ground. Sometimes you're going to have to go higher to look at and observe and understand what is really happening right down here. But nevertheless, your intuition, your inner knowing is going to come into play here, and you're going to have to trust yourself. Follow your intuition. That song, Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, no one else can be there for you. Only you can let it in. You know, no one else can feel the rain on your skin. You get to write this story. You must follow your own intuition, and you must trust that the universe has your back. You know, as you look at this beautiful card, this feminine, I love it because there's the owl mask, there's the butterflies, so transformation, there's the wings of the birds. There's so much power and energy in this card, you guys. And yeah, the island, yes. Being able to look upon that island, which could be very much the body of your life, the body of works in your life, and surveying it, looking at it from a different vantage point, a different point that means you have transformed. You have gone higher in your journey. So now you can even take this mask off and close your eyes, knowing that I understand and know. I always tease that I found out that IKEA is not just a store for meatballs and furniture. The acronym IKEA is I know everything already. She's up in the air. Her eyes are closed. I know everything already. I know where I'm headed. I know where I'm going. I know I have a purpose, a plan, a mission in this lifetime, and I'm not afraid to go through the transformative process to get there. I had to leave down here. Whoops, sorry guys. I had to leave down here to get up there. So know that you can follow your intuition and trust that you're being divinely guided. And so that message just like, wow, like hit super duper close to home, everybody. And again, I apologize. We had a little technical difficulty there, so bear with me while I try to recalibrate this. I think it's just because the battery didn't fully charge. But like I said, one monkey don't stop the show. We're just going to work it out and keep going. Oh, you guys, I'm telling you, this is wild. Thank you for being patient. I'm not sure why that happened, but we're going to work it out. But anyway, that was our month of April message, and I just adore it. I think it was right on time, and it lines up with what we are talking about, which is our intuition and our ability to see things differently when we have done that spiritual spring cleaning. You know what I mean? All right, so look at that. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have no idea what just happened there, but hang in there with me. All right, so we have the Oracle of the Angels, and this is for our May babies. All right, for the May babes. Kate, hopefully you are time stamping, right? I'm telling you. Yeah, I think we are, darling, DJ. For some reason I thought Darlene was in here too. I guess maybe not. But anyway, yes, I think retrograde doesn't end for another couple of days. But, you know, like we said, one monkey don't stop the show. So here we go, you guys. I hope everybody is doing well. Yay. We are rocking it out tonight, you guys. Yes, indeed. Beautiful. Never alone. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see above, you have these angel wings and you have the celestial being right there as the beautiful feminine is holding the light in her hands with her mind at peace and in alignment, never alone. That is beautiful. All right, so here's what the card says. The angels are here to support you through this challenging moment. Look out for signs of their presence. You might notice a lot of little coincidences and strokes of luck in your life at this time. This is confirmation that you are always surrounded by the loving guidance of these divine messengers. It says, I draw on my vast reservoir of inner strength to keep moving forward. I have faith that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for its guidance and always receive its help and protection. The sun will rise and shine for me. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. That's right. Darling DJ, Vishaka. Yes, I know. I am Wada. I do. I believe that. I believe that our angels, indeed, they are here present with us. And, you know, I often feel like when we don't use that inner instinct and intuition, the angels are like prompted to step in on our behalf and help us, guide us, often protecting us from something that could befall us, that could be detrimental. And so this is just a very straightforward, clear message that even throughout this twin flame journey, you are never alone. You have divine guidance, protection, and support that is always with you. And if you have the faith even of a small mustard seed, you will believe and know. There's a song, there's actually a couple of songs. There's one called 10,000 Angels. It was a country song, and I apologize. I think it might have been Leanne Womack who sang it. And then there was also On the Side of Angels by Leanne Rimes. And it's so true. We are so blessed and so fortunate to have these beautiful celestial beings that come to our aid in our time of need to support us. You know, if you ever watch those movies where, you know, people are asleep and there's some sort of danger that's pending, and then you see what appears to be an angel or a light that alerts them, or someone is awoken or awakened and they realize, oh, we got to get out of here. It's because those beautiful angels and spirit guides that are here to help us, they're helping us. And even through this twin flame journey process, where there are many times where you might feel extremely alone, that maybe nobody understands exactly what you are going through, the angels are there to support you and guide you and to give you encouragement and strength through the journey. You are never alone. Yes. Oh, that was such a pretty message. I love that card. Let me bring it a little closer just so you guys can see. Isn't that amazing? Yes, that is glorious. You are never alone. I love it. Woo, you guys are on fire tonight. I see some of your messages. Yes. Thank goodness that our spirit guides and angels are here for us. We are so very blessed. So, so, so very blessed. All right, so I feel the calling to pull from this Spirit Messages deck from John Holland. And, oh my goodness gracious. Thank you guys again for your patience as we've had, you know, the gimbal was acting kind of wonky, but we're just rocking it out. We're going to keep going. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up the card for June so Kate can timestamp. And again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for your contributions to our room. Thank you for your kindness and your encouragement and your enlightenment as we expand upon these messages that we're receiving. and that we are just all uplifted and encouraged. All right. Oh, yes, Vishaka. Yahoo. All right. Let's see. Message for June. And again, the card deck, guys. Look at these beautiful, more butterflies. So see, here we are in spring. We are transforming. And like the monarchs, we're migrating to a new place. All right. Ooh. Wow, guys, look at that. Find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and manifestation of what's going on inside of you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time that I checked in with myself? Hello. That's a big matador cape. I used to say, a red flag. No, baby, that is a big red matador cape flapping in the breeze, letting us know that we need to check in with ourselves. We need to pay attention to what we're experiencing both physically and spiritually, and being aware of ourselves. I'm going to say it, you guys, whoever comes for me on this one, but some of you might just agree with me here. Many times we put so much effort on this twin flame journey into the perceived counterpart. We're concerned about how they feel, what they think, perhaps when union is going to take place. We do a lot of external contemplative thinking. But the truth of the matter is this journey is not just about finding a high vibrational matched counterpart, but it's about returning to yourself, finding your center. Absolutely. Thank you, Vishaka. As within, so without. And I always like to quote that Lauryn Hill song, that thing, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? If you are not in touch with yourself, that is a huge issue. Again, like I said, that song by Natasha Bedingfield, no one else can be there for you. Only you can let it in. Only you can feel the rain on your skin. Nobody else is going to know exactly how you feel but you. So please take the time. We've had cards already talking about forgiveness. We've had cards talking about the silence and being reflective and contemplative. We've had cards that are talking about being aware. This card is really about being in your center. And so this is what the card has to say. The card is aimed right at you this vital time for many reasons. It's telling you you need to slow down. Find the center of your being right now. We understand on a physical level it's easy to get caught up in the material world, but we urge you to step back from your outside world so that you can reconnect with your spirit self long enough to pause, reflect, and heal. When life gets chaotic and you need to pull back from the stresses and strains of daily life, use this card to help you slow the pace down. Go within, reconnect with your spiritual self. Simply close your eyes, put your hands over your heart, breathe deeply, and say to yourself, find your center. So let's do this together right now. We're here. We're putting that collective energy to good use. Place your hands over your heart, please. Close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath and say to yourself, find your center. By doing so, you're connecting where your soul is, where you'll discover that you're able to let go and gently relax into the present, releasing all anxieties. When your inside world is at peace, it will be reflected and enjoyed in your outside world with a balanced body, mind, and soul. Woo-wee! Wow, guys, that's deep. That is very deep. This message is so crystal clear that it is time to step back into your center and rise in your power. This heart chakra right here in the center you know, it affects everything. It's right at the center of our being. And so if we have been giving away our time, our energy, our love, and our light, and we're not checking in with ourselves, we're not doing ourselves any favors. And so I would strongly encourage everybody, please stay connected with your center. Find your center. If you feel yourself getting anxious about anything, take this wisdom from this card. Take a moment and be conscious, be mindful, place your hand over your heart, take a deep breath and say, find your center so that you can recalibrate, get back into alignment, and live your life fearlessly, hopefully, optimistically, knowing that the universe has your back and that this journey is not one that you are alone. There is a tribe, a collective. You have spirit guides and angels and source and the universe standing as witness to you being this marvelous work in progress. Don't forget your center. Don't forget to shore up your belief in yourself that you are incredible just the way you are. You don't need external validation. In fact, I thought validation was for parking, just keeping it real. You don't need to get validation from anywhere but from within yourself. Drops the mic. So I hope that message was encouraging and right on time and resonated for everybody, particularly for those born in the month of June. Yay, I know. Y'all know I am a quirky bird. I cannot help it. Oh my gosh. But I'm so privileged and honored to be here with all of you guys. I so appreciate you very, very much. And your energy is outstanding. I can definitely feel it, and I appreciate everyone. And these decks, wow, the colors, like that purple just kind of like hit me in the face right now. I love these colorful decks, and I love the cards and messages that we're getting because they're all for our greatest and highest good. These are not ear-tickling messages that are giving you any type of false hope or trying to give you a sense of, you know, everything's peachy keen jelly bean, when in all reality, if you're not doing your self-mastery work, it's not going to be peachy keen jelly bean. And so thank you for coming and being part of this tribe and getting the truth out there that this soul's journey, the soul's journey, is about your soul and getting to a place of empowerment within yourself so that you vibrate and that you're at the highest frequency of all, so that not only are you helping serve others, but you have a high vibrational match who is going to be in alignment with you, and it's going to be incredible. But until that time comes, keep doing you, boo. Keep doing you. All right, we have July. All right. And just want to, again, thank everyone who's here for your energy and encouragement. I'm telling you, yes, that purple royalty color, darling DJ. I love it. I mean, it just like screamed out at me like, hello. So beautiful. I absolutely love it. All right. Ooh-wee. Hello. Just as we talked about taking responsibility for ourselves, not needing anybody to co-sign things for us, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. That is what this journey is about. No one else can come in and do for you what you can do for you. So, as we had forgiveness earlier, maybe you have to forgive yourself and accept responsibility for your well-being. You know, if we give our power away to people on a silver platter, we end up kind of like a balloon with a slow leak. And eventually we're deflated and we feel defeated. And it's time to turn the beat around on that. And we can't blame, oh, you know, this person did this to me and that's why I'm like this. We're taking ownership and empowerment, and we are standing in our power. We are accepting the responsibility that our soul's journey is our soul's journey. We're not being distracted by counterparts and trying to connect with them and pushing square pegs through round holes. We are taking the power and the energy back and placing it where it truly belongs, which is with ourselves, so that we can cultivate self-love, self-awareness, and mindfulness. And so the card says this: it's so easy to give away the power to transform your life. Certainly, there have been people along your path who have shaped you into who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness. The ego can be a very fragile thing, and if it comes under fire, the first instinct is to blame an outside source. Victim consciousness weakens the connection you have to your soul source. I'm going to read that line again. That was deep. Victim consciousness weakens the connection that you have to your soul source. This mindset says, I don't have power inside myself to break free because someone else's power is stronger. This is an illusion. When you believe that someone else is responsible for your problems, that belief is the problem. Personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between reason and excuse. A reason is a valid and unavoidable, and an excuse is an attempt to shift blame. Good gravy, guys. Whew, I had to take a deep breath on that one because, in this journey, it is so easy to step into victim consciousness. I can remember being a participant in some different chats on different channels, and it was just a tremendous sadness to see how many people were so vexed by their perceived counterpart having what the term a karmic. What is the karmic doing? The person who is interested or involved with your divine counterpart or perceived divine counterpart. And there was a sense of sadness because the power, like I said, it was just like watching a slow leak in a balloon. And sometimes I would pop on and the same individuals were in the same vibration. And at one point I had to just stop going to lives and being in there because I was kind of collapsing emotionally myself, seeing how much anxiety was there. I guess I'm very sensitive to people's feelings. And so I literally would just, if I saw a bell come on to notify someone had a chat, and I just felt a prompting to just send positive energy. I couldn't even go in the room. I just sat there sending light and love to anybody who needed it, because that victim mentality, we may have all experienced it sometimes in our lives, and it's not a very fun or pretty place to be. But what I can say is when you come out of that, when you start to make your way out of it's like the lotus. When the lotus grows in that dark place under the mud, and it begins to start to push out of the mud and come out, or that rose growing out of the concrete, when it's coming out of those dark, hard places, then, sorry guys, the gimbal once again wanted to be, I don't know, maybe this is just something spiritual and funny tonight that they're playing, our guides are playing with us saying, hey, let's see if she can handle a little bit of randomness. But anyway, as I was saying, it's like coming out of the hard places into the light, into the new spot of the reality that you are not a victim. You are capable, you are able, you are strong, and you don't have to rely upon someone else's perception, co-signing. You don't even have to wait for that perceived twin to tell you that they love you, they want to be with you. You can tell yourself, I'm in alignment with myself. I take responsibility for my own well-being. I kind of look at it this way now. You can't say that I'm going to be whole when I meet that person, or I'm going to be feeling amazing when so-and-so comes into my life. You have to be living your best life right now. You have to be living your best life. You can't wait for someone else to blow the trumpets and send in something to your, a message to you to say, okay, everything's good now. This person's coming in. You've got to be living your best life. And don't be afraid to do so, because you are divinely guided, inspired, and created for greatness. Don't let the blame game and the victim mentality get you caught up and make you a sucker in this journey. You are stronger, wiser, and smarter than that. And I just want to remind and encourage you, do not allow yourself to give away your power and to become victimized. You are amazing just the way you are. All right. Telling you guys, Spirit has got me spicy tonight, and even with the little technical hiccups that happen every now and then, we're just rocking it out, and I'm so glad that everybody is here. Yes. Thank you, darling DJ. Yes. Spirit's like, not today, devil, not today. We're going to mix it up and make sure we don't get caught up. Plot twist. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. I'm just telling you, I know when people use I love you, I really love you guys. I love being in your presence. I love being around you. You are genuinely amazing individuals, and I thank you so much. You just really brighten up my day, and it's like, I feel like we're like like I said, the Justice League when we get together. We roll deep, you guys. All right, so we are in the month of August now. See, we're flying through these, and it's pretty awesome. I love it. Hopefully we'll have a little more time to chatty Cathy at the end and do some individual card pulls while I have all these beautiful decks out. I would love to do that for you guys. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, you guys, look at that. Flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. Oh my gosh, I love this, you guys. Good gravy. We've had the card with the owl, with the bird's wings, with the butterflies. Do you see what's happening in the spring? Look, again, just like we had the card about that owl looking over the island, this one's got the trajectory is like, okay, we're locked and loaded on our target. And she is riding those wings with confidence and direction. This is where we are at right now. For those of us who are striving to heal and move into our power and authority over our lives, to manifest and co-create with the divine, the most wonderful, amazing life. And as I glanced down, you guys, this case or cover for this card deck, I just saw, you have to forgive me. Hold on. Do you see what just happened here? Flying to the destination. Look at the body of water. The gates are open. The light is illuminated. Everything is moving directly towards this space of enlightenment. Wow. Love it when a good plan comes together, right, guys? This is where you're headed. And what I love about this is that there's a flow of water, which I believe represents emotions, but the water is not flowing out of control. It's contained. It's okay. And as you can see, this is the water. These are those mountains in the background. There is something pretty significant about this part of the journey right now. Maybe you have freed yourself from doubt, from guilt, from shame, from embarrassment, from being afraid of your destiny, from playing small, from allowing other people's negative thoughts to infiltrate your mind and throw you off your path. It's amazing. You are now flying free. The card says this: be daring, cast aside conventions and restrictions, dance, laugh, explore, and go beyond your predictable behavior. Say yes to life. By doing so, you support others in finding their wings. The universe wants you to know you are not on the planet to live a mundane and ordered life. You're here to grow, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. Of course, there are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also moments to fling your arms to the heavens. Choose life on your terms. Clear out mental and emotional fog and move beyond those situations that you have outgrown. Don't unconditionally accept the rules you've placed on yourself or others have placed on you. Ask yourself this question: am I truly on the pathway to greater freedom? How can I free myself from limiting beliefs and habits? Is it possible that I need to free myself from something or someone? How might this card represent my soul's cry for freedom? Okay, guys, take a moment. Take a moment and think, is there anything that you know within yourself that you need to be set free from? It could be anything. It could be something small. It could be something big. It could be addiction. It could be codependency. It could be, an addiction to tacos. You guys know how I feel about tacos, and I had like 4 of them yesterday at Taco Tuesday. But, whatever you need to be set free from, keep it real with yourself, because this is the season for you to fly free. And if you think about it, like on an airplane, see, I'm old school. Back in the day, we could bring like everything but the kitchen sink on the airplane. I mean, we were OGs. We could bring that carry-on bag. We could bring some luggage, and we weren't charged for it. But now they're like, that'll be $50. And it's like, what? What for what? I don't understand. You can't take extra baggage with you on this journey. You're going to pay for it if you do. So don't bring the extra baggage on this journey. Fly free. Cut loose, release anything that is no longer for your highest good. Go forward boldly into your future, knowing that this right here, this is solid. This is a solid future. Fly free. Don't play small. You are limitless. Get rid of any limiting beliefs that have tricked you into playing it small and staying at square one. It's time for you to move forward and to know that you have what it takes to step into your destiny, and do so with confidence and grace and mindfulness, because you are being supported by the universe. Wow, guys. Dun, dun, dun. Tonight, we are getting some pretty awesome messages. And it's interesting. I wasn't sure if I was going to pull this deck out, but I feel it. I feel it. Miracles now. Maybe somebody needs to be reminded of a miracle, and that miracles still happen today. And so this is for our September babes, and for those who this resonates with. Maybe somebody needs to know miracles still exist. The power of belief is something pretty spectacular, guys. Truly. I can't tell you all the miracles that have happened and occurred in my life, but I feel so blessed to have been a part of them. Oops, sorry, I don't know what that is. But I feel blessed and I feel encouraged. And this one's just a very straightforward message. So we're going to just pull straight from the deck for it. And this is from Gabby Bernstein, who also did The Universe Has Your Back. All right. Ooh, okay. The qualities I dislike in others are disowned parts of my shadow. Shaking my head, guys. We entitled this message tonight, Spring Cleaning. So if you are finding faults and things in other people that you're just like, it's part of your own shadow. So on this journey, if you have not learned to fully accept yourself, the light and the shadows, you're going to be in for a rough time. It's so important for you to know that no matter how good, bad, or ugly you think you are who you are. And it's okay to forgive yourself. It is okay to acknowledge those dark, shadowy parts of yourself, and then gain the self-control that you need to not act on those things, to not engage in those things. Understand that yes, it is a part of you, it is a shadow, but it doesn't control you. It doesn't take over you. You have the power. Absolutely. Hi, Behind the Veil with Mimi. Good to see you. Welcome. Yes, light and love. See, that's what I love about you guys. You're so welcoming and warm, and that's exactly what this room is about, to let everyone know that you are absolutely welcome. And when we recognize you and see that you're here, we want you to feel the hospitality and know that we are grateful that you are here. Oh, yes. And I do remember you. You have definitely been in here. Thank you so much for bringing your light and your love to this room. We're so grateful to have you here tonight joining us. All right. So back to that shadow, guys. Don't let your shadow scare you. Acknowledge and accept it is what it is, but then release with love and light, and don't allow it to consume you, because guess what? You're evolving. You are transforming and changing every minute of the day that you embrace this journey to be a conscious being. So you aren't even the same person you were yesterday if you are truly open to this process of growth and development and change. And be proud of yourself. Be proud that you are acknowledging the good, the bad, and the ugly in yourself, and knowing that you choose every single day to go towards the light. And when you encounter people who you do not like, qualities about them, take a moment, instead of maybe judging them, look at within yourself where that quality could be inside of you, and reconcile it and resolve it so that you can move forward. Because we want to stay at the highest vibration of all, which is love and compassion. I love it. Awesome. You guys, I'm telling you, tonight, we are getting some pretty banging messages. I'm so grateful. I feel like we're going to go back to this Reawakening the Soul deck, because there's that lotus again. This is that growth. We're just powering through and coming into this new season of spring. We are cleaning out anything that is no longer for our highest good, and we are moving into a stronger, more powerful position in our lives. And so now we are at the month of October, and so we just are thankful for the messages, the encouragement, the enlightenment. I hope that these messages are encouraging everyone tonight. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, sweetheart. You know what? I want to just take a moment right now, and if we can just close our eyes and place our hand over our hearts. Mimi, we're just going to send you so much love and light right now. I know that Bell's palsy is no joke, and you did not come into this room by accident. So we just want to send love and light to you for a full recovery and healing, that you would be encouraged and uplifted, that you would not be discouraged or frightened by the drooping within the face or the eye or whatever you're experiencing symptomatically, that you would have good medical intervention, that you would be able to rest and be peaceful and allow your body to heal, allow your mind to be at ease, and know that you are being sent lots of divine light and love from your spirit team and from all of the loved ones in this room that are here with you tonight. All right. You know, that's what this room is here for. We are here to uplift and encourage you and just send you a big hug right now. Yes. All right. October. Here we go. Ooh, okay, guys. Let me put this deck down so I can book out. You will not believe this. Dreams. Dreams. Of course you believe it. Of course you believe it. Yes. Your dreams have the power to become your reality. in real time. Your manifestors, your co-creators, and what you are thinking about, dreaming about, is going to manifest. So be mindful of what you are thinking about. You know, as within, so without, as Vishaka was saying, and as above, so below. And so as you can see, there's several spirit totem animals represented here. We have feathers, so we know that there's birds. We have a crow. We have these wolf, and we have the dream catcher. And for some reason, when I looked, you guys, I felt like in this presence is also fireflies and bees. So if someone wants to look up what those mean, I feel like those are also a part of this, and as well as spiders, because we have the weaving of the dream catcher center right there. And then we have the moon. We have these bubbles. And the bubbles to me and the stars represent realities and galaxies. And we have a light and a dark, just like we were talking about the light side and the shadow side. There's a lot going on. But what is coming through the strongest at this very moment is that your dreams have the potential to become your reality. So it is imperative that you be very careful about what you are allowing in your mind during your waking hours, because you are allowing it to manifest in your sleeping time, in your mindful eye when you're asleep. And so this card says, visionary creations are birthed from your imagination. Cherish your visions and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. And that's from Napoleon Hill. The card message is this: get in touch with your deepest dreams. Go within your heart and tap into your greatest desires, aspirations, and goals. Take an inward journey and feel what beckons from your heart. Observe, darling DJ, what happened here? Observe the passion within you that yearns to come forth in some creative form. Give yourself permission to call forth all of your dreams as you smile inwardly. Dare to dream without any limitations. Dance, rejoice in what brings you joy because you deserve it. Believe with conviction that everything is your own creation. Create what you dream about and live the life you deserve. This is what your soul has longed for. Look upon this world as God's dream. You began as God's thought and were created within the cosmic dream. Know He is dreaming through you and only wishes for your happiness. You are dreaming this dream called life. As the dreamer, you get to decide for yourself what dream experiences you create during your lifetime. Dream blissful dreams, my dear, and triumph. And the affirmation is this: I create reality through my thoughts and dreams. That is the truth, you guys. This is so powerful. This message, through your awakening, connecting to your soul, taking your power and standing in your power, is huge. Recognizing your dreams are valid. Your emotions and your thoughts and your dreams are all part of a bigger picture. And if you just allow yourself to be mindful and aware of everything, including these dreams that are happening in you and around you. Sorry, guys, the gimbal went wonky again. You are going to emerge a stronger, wiser, in-tune vessel. I always love to look at the cover of these cards because it's like a double rebirth. The lotus that comes from out of the mud, and then this beautiful feminine who's emerged from out of the lotus. Your dreams are being birthed and happening in real time. Be mindful, work out whatever you have to work out during your waking hours, but when you sleep, Like the song by Aerosmith, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. Dream until your dreams come true. And know that you have the power to manifest this. You're in a very powerful time right now, especially as we just talked about the spring equinox. You are in a very powerful time. We're going to not even worry about Mercury being in retrograde. What's happening the right now that's happening is a season of creation. Embrace that season and make the most of it. Know that you are the magician. You are the alchemist. You have the power to create and become the greatest version of yourself. All right, guys, we are at the month of November, the beautiful month of November. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm so glad to see everyone. Mimi, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. We're just so grateful. Yes, darling DJ, we're grateful that the negativity and anything that is trying to hinder us and cause us anxiety, we are casting all that down in favor of being together as a community of light and love and encouragement. And I just want to thank each of you for your contributions here tonight and sharing the light with each other and with myself. I'm so very grateful. Yes. All right. Ooh, good gravy, you guys. You cannot make this up. Look at this. Stand up and be recognized. Behold, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. This is what this journey is about. This is you discovering you. You falling in love with you. You coming into union with you. You recovering the pieces of your soul that you've given away or have been snatched from you. This is that soul retrieval time, and now you are in the springtime of your life, rising up in power, standing up, no longer playing it small, no longer in agreement with limiting beliefs, and becoming your greatest version. And you are illuminated, you are esteemed and honored by your peers, and you are stepping into a whole new season in your life. And this is what the card says. Here's the quote. I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one endures confidently in the direction of his dreams, did we not just have the card talking about dreams, and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in common hours. And that's by Henry David Thoreau. Wow, you guys. Again, we cannot make this stuff up. We just had the card about dreams. Go in the direction of your dreams. We had another card where the girl was sitting on the bird and it was going in the direction of a solid future. We are on the right track, and I hope this message is encouraging you and blessing you, because if you are here tonight or listening to this playback, wherever you are in your journey, you are being called to stand up and be recognized. The message is this: in the dance of life, sometimes you move towards your purpose or sometimes you move away. And when the stars align, you receive your reward. Outward recognition of an inward quest can be a jubilant affair, and yet it can be its own challenge. If you've been focusing on the essence of the quest itself for its own sake, not for the applause, ask yourself, what shall you do with your ego during this time of recognition? There's nothing wrong with your ego getting a pat on the back, because it has come through this journey too, as a passenger, not as the driver. Recognition is code for resonance. I'm going to say that again. Recognition is code for resonance. It says that when you stand for what you stand for rings a bell in people's hearts and it inspires them. The best part of this privilege is in being an inspiration for others to either join your quest or to reach deep within themselves and find their own reason. Wow. The mantra, I am a powerful giver and receiver of recognition. See, I don't know why, but right at this moment, I had a vision in my mind's eye of the old transistor radios and how the inner workings of the radios, they're very delicate. I don't know, some of you guys are probably like, ooh, she's kicking it old school tonight. But if you grew up anytime in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, you have likely owned a radio, or your family did. And if you were ever an inquisitive little being and you got to open up what a radio looked like on the inside, there's all of these tiny little wires and little boards and things that have to be connected. And I just felt like Spirit was reminding me that much like that, in order for the radio to work, all of those connections need to be fine-tuned. And as soon as they are all connected and all their polarities are going in the direction they're supposed to, you're able to turn on the radio successfully and tune it to the correct frequency. And once you do so, you're not going to get this static. You're not going to get this white noise. You're not going to get this interference. You're going to get a crystal clear channel. And so we've been called to come out of this illusion that we're not enough. Come out of the illusion that we are not gifted and able to stand in our power. It's the time right now to be recognized and to stand up. You are called for such a time as this to operate in your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. And that is where we are at in this journey. This is about you raising your frequency, connecting to that resonance, where it said recognition is code for resonance. Guess what? We cannot recognize that true divine counterpart of a high vibrational nature if we can't even recognize ourselves. Hello? It's time to recognize and remember who you are, so that you're not relying on someone on the outside to tell you, hey, you're special, you're awesome, you're amazing. You have to know it in your knower, know within. Whoa. Hello, Spirit. Wow, look at that, you guys. I'm telling you, woo, I'm like shocked that this keeps doing this. I've never experienced this with this equipment before, but as Darling DJ said, if a blooper happens, we just thug it out and roll with it, right, guys? And now we're on month number 12. It actually howled. That was wild. Oh my gosh. All right. Sorry, did not mean to give you guys some vertigo there, but yes. And oh my gosh, it did it again. Okay, well then I'm just going to hold it, you little naughty thing. There. Anyway, I'm sorry, you guys. That just tickled me because I'm like, really? We're on month number 12. Really? You can't just behave yourself? Come on. All right, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just turn it off. And we're going to freestyle. I'm just going to hold this bad boy right here until we're done with our video, because I don't want to scare you guys anymore, because that was kind of freaky, creepy, weird. Sorry. All right. So you have to forgive me. I feel like the magician. It's like, look over here at my beautiful assistant while I do this. Okay. I'm going to use my elbow to stabilize. All right. We are back in business, you guys. All right, December, good old number 12. And since I'm shuffling one-handed, I am just going to go for it, because you know what, these messages were meant to come out tonight, and I'm so grateful and humbled. You can't make this up. Look at that, guys. One-handed. That's what came out. Self-love. We just talked about how this journey, these messages are really about us coming into our power and knowing that this journey isn't about getting validation and finding someone else to co-sign our amazingness, our flossomeness, our empowerment. It's about coming into that knowledge within ourselves. And the card says this: now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from the actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. How awesome is that, you guys? I mean, we really don't have to look for it from an external source. This is from within. We have everything that we need. We're not in a scarcity model. We are in an abundance model in this lifetime. So whenever scarcity tries to trick you, trip you up, go back to what you know to be true, which is self-love. I'm kind of chuckling as I'm looking at this feminine with the rose, only because it reminded me of that series called The Bachelor. And I would look at these women kind of like I had some words that I wanted to say, because I followed that series from when it first started, its first inception. And I got kind of offended. I was like, really? You're waiting for this person to give you a rose to tell you if they're willing to even pay you any attention? I know some people are going to come for me on this one because I know that show is a very popular show, but to me it felt a bit degrading, as much as it was just a token to show that the guy would like to, pay attention or spend time with an individual. Give yourself the freaking rose, okay? Love yourself. Give yourself the rose. Tell yourself you love you. You're okay with you. Even if you don't have a perceived counterpart in front of your face right now, you don't have to wait for somebody on the outside to validate you. And so the card says this: take care of loving yourself. It's not a sign of being selfish, but one of necessity. This card is a timely reminder to acknowledge how much you've given to others, but in doing so, how you might have forgotten about your own needs and what's truly good for you. When you focus on what you need as opposed to what you want, you'll gain the strength and purpose to refrain from making the same mistakes. You'll become more aware of past negative behavior and thinking patterns that have caused you hurt or distress. As a result, you'll be able to stop and change them into positive affirmations, both now and in the future. Learn to nurture yourself. Work with what keeps you healthy, such as good nutrition, exercise, meditation, relaxation, and take time to get outdoors in nature. Choose wisely whom you wish to surround yourself with. When you learn to come from a place of self-love, you will be able to accept your weaknesses and acknowledge your past mistakes. Forgive yourself. Good gravy, guys. Did we not have that card? Know that they were important lessons to create clarity and strength for the future. Be good to yourself because you deserve it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Seriously. We couldn't have had a better message to end on for the birth month card pulls. This is what it's about. This is it. This is it. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Cherish yourself. Give to yourself. Be aware of yourself. Do these things as a labor of love before you connect to a person who you perceive as a divine counterpart, or even someone that you would be tempted to get into a situationship with. And you heard me correctly. I did not say relationship, situationship, because when we're not in touch with ourselves, it is easy to get into a situationship where you are attracted to attributes of a person, but you are not relating to one another as you would do so in a relationship with someone that is good for your soul. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of behaviors and patterns that no longer serve you. Be mindful that you are the light. Look, guys, oh my gosh, seriously, look at the cover. Here we are again with these butterflies. Oh my gosh, every time I look down, something new comes to me. So maybe it was no accident that the equipment malfunctioned, because it really shifted my attention and focus back to holding. It's almost like I'm holding a magnifying glass looking at the cards. So you have this beautiful light body. Arms are closed here, right? Self-love. So we'll flip the script again. First comes love, then comes marriage. No. Self-love, right? I love myself. I accept myself. I trust myself. I have faith in my dreams. I am worthy. I am intelligent. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am able. And I trust my intuition. Right? That's all that self-love and nourishment going in. What happens here? I am now accepting that I am whole in myself. And now I have the capability to give without draining myself, because I have learned the lessons that were required for me to be a whole being, a whole individual. So now that I have transformed, starting at the center, which is our heart, I am illuminated, I am light, I am flowing with energy, and I can open myself to giving and receiving loves to others. Good gosh almighty, guys. Woo! I just had to take a moment there, because that came through so strong and so powerfully. I didn't even have 2 cards pulled, guys. This is like, whoa, baby. This is huge. This is the journey we're on. This is the spirit message right here. It is get in alignment with self-love so that you can come into this triumphant, beautiful place of light and love, where you are not like that balloon that has a slow leak because you're giving and giving and giving, and you're not able to experience reciprocity. You are worthy. You are amazing. And everything you are doing right now is indeed for your greatest and highest good. All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from the Tony Carmine Salerno Namaste deck. And then I can do some individual card pulls before we stop for the evening, because you know the girl forgot to charge her phone today, y'all. So the battery is like, hey girl, hey, we're about to cut you off. But all right. I hope you guys are doing good. Yes. Hi, Mimi. Hi, darling DJ. You guys, I am Wada. Thank you so much. Vishaka, if you're still here. Anybody else here? Oh, I know. Kate's so funny. She's like, Mom, you watched The Bachelor? I sure did. It was one of the first reality shows that I think I ever watched. Yep. And ironically, there's nothing real about those shows. Just saying. All right. So what card do you have for us, Spirit? Thank you. All right. And so I'm going to show you guys the front this time, because that's just so beautiful, right? That. So the card is a sea of blessings. The universe is a projection from within you, and you are the projection of the universe. You are vast space, and yet you are spaceless. You are a divine ocean of love, a sea of blessings. You are the wind of change that flows through life. That is gorgeous, you guys. And if you would like to have a personal card pulled for you, please go ahead and put a heart in the chat so that Kate can keep me up to speed, so that I can make sure that each person receives their card before we close out our messages. And again, thank you so much for being here. I'm so humbled and appreciative of your energy and your contributions to this room tonight. We are truly blessed to be here together and to support one another, because we are the light. We are the light. We are one. We are a powerful unit for goodness and we are so very fortunate to have this type of support, knowing that the world around us is kind of going mad right now. All right. Okay, great. Awesome, you guys. All right, so you're going to have to forgive me for a minute. I just want to take a moment before I pull for each of you individually and just ask Spirit which deck that I'm supposed to pull from for you. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I humbly come before you and ask for messages for Darling DJ and I Am Wada and Behind the Veil with Mimi. Please give me guidance for the right deck for each one of them to be a blessing of light and love and encouragement along their journey. Thank you so much in advance. Thank you so much in advance. Darling DJ, I'm going to go ahead and pull yours from the Hero's Journey Oracle. A message for Darling DJ. Oh my gosh, seriously, it literally flew out. Good gravy. Look at that. Look, and of course, Darling DJ, it would be you that the gimbal decided to go silly with, right? All right, so if you can bear with me, I'm going to hold it, but I'm going to read it. It says, from fear to fuel, stand still in your own power. Oh my gosh. Wow. And I have to show you only because the way this happened was when the gimbal freaked out, your card had already flown out. But when I flipped the deck over, look what else was right there. You're in great company. Pull back to propel forward. Look at that. So if we were to put them in the order they came in, wow. You know, much like you're on an airplane here, you have to, you know, pull the throttle. Here we go. From fear to fuel. And then know that you're in great company. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read these for you. Thank you for being so patient. And again, I apologize for those technical difficulties. You know, like I said, had this been just a few years ago, I'd have been a hot mess on the ground crying because an oops happened on live film. But you know what? I am learning how to be a G and thug it out. And so you guys are my rock, and I appreciate you. So, from fear to fuel, stand still and own your power. The quote is this. It says, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The latter procedure, however, is disagreeable and therefore not popular. And that's by C.W. Jung. The message is this. When you have an unpleasant dream, implement the FEAR formula, F-E-A-R, to alchemize that which scares you into fuel for awakening. So FEAR acronym is face it, embrace it, ace it, replace it. Wow. Oh my gosh. I got to read that one again, Darling DJ. That is the business. The FEAR formula. Face it, embrace it, ace it, replace it. Instead of running, turn your face and face your challenges. Become so big, you have room inside of your heart for everyone and everything. Ask how your experience could be a blessing and how it could make you more powerful. Then transform that which terrified you into something that empowers you. Watch as your fear becomes fuel that can ignite your dreams. That fuel gives you a future that is unlimited, empowered, and lucid. When fear no longer pushes, inspiration can pull you towards your dreams. Drop the tug-of-war duality and enter a field of exponential power. Set yourself on fire and shine as brilliantly and radiant as you naturally are. Finally, turn your most illuminated intentions into manifestation. And the mantra is, I create space to embrace all aspects of my beautiful self. Drops the mic. Oh my gosh, you guys. And I apologize for the shaky, but I'm trying to hold it steady while I read these to you guys, because that was just like a woo-wee moment. All right, so the other card that was there is you're in great company. Pull back to propel forward. Yes, that's what's up. Mama say, mama sa, mama kusa. That's right. It says, breathing in, I see my ancestors in me, my mineral ancestors, my plant ancestors, mammal ancestors, human ancestors. My ancestors are always present, alive and well in every cell of my body, and I play a part in their immortality. That's by Thich Nhat Hanh. And the message is this: those who have made the biggest impact on the planet, in addition to feeling extremely passionate, felt resistance too. Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, Harriet Tubman, Joan of Arc, Sacagawea, Marie Curie are a few. Every hero and shero in history had moments of self-doubt and even paralyzing fear before doing the courageous thing that became their legacy. They felt the fear, but they did what they were called to do anyway. For this reason, you need not be detoured when you bump against uncertainty. In fact, doubt helps to chisel the ego out of the way, which is the key to accomplishing a mission of merit and becoming a channel of grace, a higher power that can move through. Know that you are in great company, and when you are ready, you'll get to go up and go like the great ones who came before you upon those shoulders of which you now stand. The mantra is this: like heroes before me, I feel doubt and I follow through anyway. That was for you, darling DJ. Wowee zowie. Good gravy. That was powerful. Whew. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it because I'm like zing, 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 kind of like when you've had a little too much coffee. That's how I'm feeling right now, y'all. And it's like, whoa. All right, let me see if it's going to let me do what I need to do. One monkey, don't stop the show. All right. Who did we have next? Oh, my goodness. I am Wada. I am Wada. Here we go. Woo, that was powerful. I am telling you, you guys. And again, the energy is so positive and light. I pray that these messages are reaching each and every one of you. And if the gimbal acts wonky again, you know I'm just going to hold it and do what I got to do. Whew, a message for I Am Wada. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, and thank you guys for your patience. I will absolutely get to each one of your messages. Oh, good gravy. I have to do both. See, so this wasn't the accident. Spirit wanted me to give you guys the card that's pulled plus the bottom of the deck. Okay. So look at that, I Am Wada. You have Earth Changes and Rose Quartz. And I know I don't even need to tell you that that Rose Quartz has to do with love. But I'm going to go ahead and read these cards to you right now because you have a very powerful vibration in the earth that has to do with love. And I believe you were called here for that reason. And thank you so much for bringing your light and being here with us. Okay, so we have Earth Changes. Wow. All right. As we begin the new millennium, the energies which have affected and influenced our Earth for the past 2,000 years are shifting, and the new energies are emerging. The age of Pisces is over, and the Aquarian cycle has begun. Through Aquarius, we will start to change the way we think and feel. The way we perceive life is already changing and will continue to do so. There is now a giant infusion of love streaming down upon the earth, swelling out from within its heart, just as love is streaming down upon you. And the swelling is coming from within your own heart. This influx of love is changing your awareness of life and affecting humanity as a whole. Good gravy. And then, of course, we have rose quartz right here, right? Which is that love crystal of vibration. Oops, there it went. Oop, there it went. All right. Holy bat flaps, you guys. You get to see me have my jump scare in real time. All right, I Am Wada. You are asked to not fear any changes occurring in your life at the present moment, for all is happening in accordance with divine plan. Current events are simply paving the way for a brighter future. Love illuminates all darkness. Be positive and bright about your future. If at times you feel confused or hurt, remember this is part of the transformation process. Surrender all that no longer serves you. Let all that remains buried in your heart surface in order that it may be healed. In doing this, you are making room for new, beautiful energies to emerge that will enable you to fully embrace coming into the golden age of your life. Wowee zowie. That is powerful. Sorry guys. That is amazing, Ayamwada. That is amazing. And so I'm going to get the one on the rose quartz because you have what I feel like is a double infusion of love coming through. That is powerful. Oh my gosh. Whoop, whoop. Here we go. Rose quartz, as you weave the tapestry of your life, allow each stitch to be sewn with love. The rose quartz card has shown up in your reading today to encourage you to reflect upon and examine how you truly feel about yourself and your life. Do you feel loved, successful, happy? Truth is, you are equal to the greatest being that has ever lived, and that you deserve to feel, be, and have all your heart desires. Whether you realize it or not, your power is beyond measure. Ayamwada, that's huge. Your power is beyond measure. Your angels ask you to embrace the power, beauty, and wisdom within you. Know that you can use these special qualities to create and manifest anything your heart desires. Love yourself as you truly are and allow your love to radiate out in every direction. To truly love is to have love and compassion for all living things, but first and foremost, you must have love and compassion for you. True peace, prosperity, happiness can only be achieved through love. Yet before these things can manifest in the world around you, you must feel them and love them with your heart. Whoo! Wow. Good gravy, you guys. That was extremely powerful. And Ayamwada, I hope that that message resonated with you because that was like a double infusion of love and light being radiated out from these cards to you and from you to all of us. And so thank you. I always feel that distinct energetic signature from you when you come into this room. I know you are here to bring love and light and encouragement, and I thank you for that. Darling DJ, same thing. All of you, Mimi, every single person that is here, whether you've revealed yourself or not, I believe you are here with the intention to be light and love and encouragement, and I thank you and appreciate you so very much for your presence. Oh my goodness. Okay, so who did we have next? Okay, Mimi. Mimi, I'm going to go ahead and pull your cards, and I felt that I'm supposed to pull them from a Mystical Wisdom deck. And so I'm going to try to get the gimbal to behave momentarily, so you'll see it shift the camera for a minute so that I can shuffle freely and before it freaks out again. And again, thank you guys for being so patient. All right, a message from Mimi. A message to encourage and uplift Mimi. Thank you, Spirit. Just bless her with a beautiful message. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so you have the top of the deck. Wow, that's interesting, which is good. And I'll tell you why that just clicked for me, what that is. And then this one, oh, good gravy. Now that makes even more sense. This was the bottom of the deck, Mimi. This is the top of the deck. And why that was important isn't just over a monetary thing. It says, find a way to abundance. And when you are not in a scarcity mentality, all that you need and desire comes to you with great ease. I know that it seems a little strange that right on the card it says, oops, sorry, hold on, that it says money. But what it's really talking about is the cosmic currency of your time, your attention, and your gifts and your finances. You have the ability to manifest abundance in your life through not having a scarcity mentality. You have to believe that you are abundant and that you have everything that you need and that everything comes to you with great ease. And so you have to bear with me for a second. I'm going to go ahead and read to you from what the book has to say. But I hope that it will be encouraging to you. What I noticed right off the bat was right after the money card came out, it said new beginnings, begin your new life. So perhaps if you have come through a time where you feel that you didn't have enough of whatever it was, you're being guided now to release that old thought process and mindset in favor of believing in abundance, because in the new beginning that's happening for you and with you in real time, you're going to need to believe for the best. You're going to need to trust that your new beginning is a prosperous and abundant one. So it says this: don't worry, you'll find a solution to gain the money you require. You may have suffered some misfortunes, whether it was unemployment or financial difficulties, but know that there are always people around to help. There is always a way out. Find your internal fortitude, guiding light, and persist in gaining back anything you have lost. Do the best with what you can, and if you need help, ask for it. Things will get better. I feel like that last line, I just need to repeat it and tell you, things will get better. And the mantra is, I have faith that a solution is possible. And as I'm looking at this card, this feminine has so many butterflies connected to her. There's what appears to be a beautiful castle in the arena of her mind. There are creatures and spirit totem animals in this picture. There is a lot of power here, and you are operating from a place of abundance if you trust and believe that you have the power. You have to believe that you have the power to obtain whatever it is that you need. If you have not felt powerful or disempowered in any way, this is a call for you to come out of that thinking. You are abundant, you are able, and you have everything you currently need. I mean, honestly, if you look at this feminine, she doesn't look like she's lacking for anything. And so it's not just about the monetary, it's about everything. And so that mentality is needed because you're moving into a new beginning. And I would say that's pretty significant because here we are in the spring where everything is made new. And so this is to encourage you. It says, begin your new life. New beginnings burst with assertive confidence and excitement, marking the start of a new direction full of adventure. You are in a good position to use your abilities and desires to reach your full potential. You are being guided to act now and use this creative energy and enthusiasm to get this project successfully underway. You are being guided and driven by a creative force. Your mantra is, I am excited and ready for a new beginning. Mimi, if you're ready for a new beginning, these cards are here to tell you, not only are you going to get it, but you're going to be abundant. But you're going to have to use that power of faith and trust and pixie dust to get there, sweetheart, because you have the power. Just like Glenda told Dorothy, you had the power within you all along. I wanted to say, as I looked at the dragon that is, well, you can see it as a couple things. And from a distance, it looks like a dragon. From up close, it reminds me of the phoenix. But if you look at it from this perspective, if you've had dragons in your life where you feel like you've had to slay all day and you felt worn out, know that just as much as when, if you guys, you have to bear with me on this visualization because I feel like Spirit's leading me down a path to give you this message, Mimi. Think of when a dragon blows fire and it completely burns whatever is in its path, okay? Just follow me here. From a distance, this looked like a dragon to me, but when I looked closer, not only did I see it as the bird, but it's a phoenix. And what's interesting to me is that rather than the traditional orange and red and white hot heat around the phoenix, this phoenix has the rainbow colors of the alignment of your chakras. So your new beginning has happened and is beginning and is happening to you in real time. And as you can see, there's that fire down below, and then you have the light illuminating. You are now aware of what you need to do to be in alignment, and you are actively working on this for yourself. It has not been an easy process. It's taken a lot for you to get to this place, but you are in the right place. This is an encouragement. I feel like my heart is just pounding right now as I'm telling you this, and I want to cry. So something deep is happening within you that is transforming your life. The abundance, the new beginning, the alignment. You may have felt like you were singed by that fire that was breathed onto you, but you came out and emerged not like your traditional phoenix. You came out quite magical and in alignment, and even the fire below you doesn't even bother you anymore. It's not going to cause you the pain that you felt in the past. And if you look down here, there's the peacock feathers. Peacocks are very majestic and very regal. And so if you have been walking around with your head held kind of down and feeling in the dumps, you have that peacockness inside of you where you need to stand up a little taller and hold your shoulders back and lift your head up and know that you are incredible and you are worthy of the new beginning that is coming to you. That's right, darling DJ. Out of the ashes into the light. That is what is going on for you, sweetheart. And I know that this message was designed by Spirit for you to lift your spirits, to remind you that you are indeed rising and shining. Become your greatest version and trust that the universe has your back. You guys, I hope I got everybody. I know that this is about to die, but I wanted to make sure that I got everybody's message in. I'm going to just go ahead and pull one card for the collective and bless everyone to have a beautiful night. I will be on again on Saturday. I'm going to try to come on earlier in the day, and may we all have the opportunity to fellowship and come together. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to see if I can pull it out here. I think I was maybe saving the best for last. I don't know. You have to forgive me doing my one-handed thing here, but I just, I felt a prompting. I needed to pull from this deck right now. And I want to go ahead and send us off with a beautiful message to remind us that the universe has our back. Good gravy. Here it goes, right here. Jiminy crickets, y'all. Cannot make this stuff up. Goodness. Okay, you have to forgive me. I'm with nails. I am trying to grasp this card. First card out. My fearless freedom lights up the world. And our closing message. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Whoo! I think we can all do a big woo-sa. We did our spring cleaning tonight, you guys. We are making big progress and headway in this journey, and we are so blessed to have had this time together. I thank each and every one of you. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you, you guys. Yes, we got through. And even when these hiccups and bloopers happen, we just thug it out and roll through it. But it's because we are so blessed to come together for such a time as this. And I just want to tell each and every one of you how very special and beautiful and wonderful you are. Trust and know that the divine is working on your behalf. And the universe has your back. And believe with all your heart that good things are coming for you. Keep working on your transformation and your personal growth. Take these messages to heart and apply them to yourself. Be of good cheer. And I just want to tell you how much I am grateful for each and every one of you, and how I absolutely look forward to seeing every single one of you when we are here. And I hope that you were truly encouraged and blessed, and that you will have an amazing day tomorrow. And then I will hopefully see you guys again on Saturday. Wishing you lots of divine light and love and many blessings. Good night, everyone.